Welcome to SFF Book Recs. I'm Reetta from Finland, and I read a lot, or quite a lot. I read about 15 books per month on average, and I don't really have that many close people in my real life who I can gush with about books. So after watching many wonderful booktubers who are great inspirations to me, I really want to be part of that conversation, part of the fun. So I read primarily fantasy, urban fantasy, romance, I read quite different kind of books. I read fantasy, urban fantasy, romance, historical fiction, and non-fiction. I especially like, well, some self-help, and also like books talking about society, culture. I have, or I'm currently. So, why did I want to start a booktube channel? Like I said, as I've watched videos of such wonderful creators like Elliot Brooks, Murphy Napier, Danielle Green, Mara at Books Like Woe, Beautifully Bookish Bethany, Ashley at Bookish Realm, Vienna's Library, and all the wonderful world hoppers like that. That is a really brilliant community channel, and I just have things to say about books, and I want to share all the book recommendations I find. That's one of the things that inspires me most about the book community. Like, there are so many great books out there, and my TBR is mile long, and I wanna gush about the wonderful books that are out there, and maybe help you find, or hopefully find you guys discover new favorites. Okay, but what kind of unique content I can bring to YouTube? I mean, there are a ton of channels out there already, so what's the new angle? Well, I do want to do some of the classic videos like TBRs, reading vlogs, monthly wrap-ups, but I also want to do deep dives into fantasy genre. I'm a huge fantasy geek. I love learning about the history of the genre and diving deep into the wonderful series that I'm reading, and their world building, their inspirations, like, are they maybe drawing from some mythology, everything. I love. And also, one of the genres I'm reading a lot is urban fantasy, and I haven't yet found a channel that's really dedicated to that. I mean, it's not the only thing that I'm reading, but I want to make at least one urban fantasy video per week. I also really like themed TBR videos. For example, Murphy Napier recently has done videos about pirate books and time travel videos. So I mean, we all have so many. When you focus on certain narrower books with a narrower concept, then you will likely be recommending something that's outside the top 100, like the top 10, the top 100 books. Most booktubers recommend. So you can really find some niche books, and I love exploring those niches. My unique angle deep dives into specific authors and worlds. For example, I have some Wheel of Time content planned, and urban fantasy. Those are some of the things I'll be focusing on. And then finally, to keep this video fairly brief, just a nice little intro, I will tell you who are my all-time favorite authors. And the top name is Ilona Andrews. They are a husband and wife team writing urban fantasy together. And their books, they're like the perfect blend of mystery, action, and romance. Like the amount of romance fluctuates. Like most of their books, they have at least a romance side plot, and some books are clearly romance, like their Edge series. But Kate Daniels' Innkeeper, Kin Legacy series, and they also have novellas in a sci-fi world called Kinsman series. So if you've never before tried Ilona Andrews, maybe look them up and try them. But you'll be hearing me talk about them. If this didn't yet convince you, I really hope that I will in future videos. That was Ilona Andrews. And then I'm a fangirl of Shauna McGuire. Her output is amazing. She puts out at least 4 books per year. And she also has a second pen name, Mira Grant, under which she writes horror. For example, she has a zombie trilogy called Newsflesh and Murderous Mermaid story, rolling into the drowning deep. Creepy. But my favorite series of hers are her urban fantasy series. She writes October Day Fairy series and another series called Encrypted, where there is a cryptozoologist family who research and protect all kind of supernatural creatures. Really unique series. You won't be seeing the usual werewolves and vampires or fairies. No. These are really unique creatures you won't see in other series. Highly recommended. And then I also really love Neil Gaiman. His books are so unique and his writing voice is just something you can tell that it's Neil Gaiman. Every book is different, ranging from, like, I personally love his more whimsical fairy tale or children or the story fairy tale like books like Neverwhere and Stardust. And I also really like his children's stories like Coraline and a Graveyard Book, and his recent Norse mythology collection. That was really wonderful. I also liked his take on urban fantasy in American Gods. There's also an excellent mini-series or TV series about this on Amazon Prime. Highly recommend. But yeah, Neil Gaiman, amazing and versatile writer. I also really enjoy Nora Roberts' romantic suspense books, but especially the series she writes under pen name J.D. Robb. These are Eve Dallas police procedural series set to New York with a kick-ass female cop as the main character. There's also a romantic side plot. She in the very first book, she meets a mysterious billionaire, Irish Rourke, who has a bit of a history as a rogue and thief. Reformed bad guy. But yeah, they're just them. I heard them so much. They're the best. And then another favorite author of mine is Nalini Singh. She writes the Side-Changeling paranormal romance series and also urban fantasy series called Guild Hunter, which has vampires, angels, archangels, vampires, and vampire hunters. An excellent series. And that's not all. She also writes contemporary romance and most recently thrillers. So, versatile author. And same goes for Alyssa Cole. She writes historical romances in many different eras. Contemporary romances, especially her royal series. They're really excellent, and she has also recently published a thriller. I'll be putting the titles there for you to see. And Talia Hibbert, another romance favorite. She has written paranormal romances and really praised contemporary trilogy called The Brown Sisters. I love them. They've been my favorite reads over the past few years. Wonderful contemporary romances. And then I really love Malcolm Gladwell's non-fiction books. He writes really smart books that explain phenomena in the world, like how intuition works, like are the decisions, are our gut decisions. Really smart, really well researched. He's always citing his sources, so they're like there's scientific basis on what he's writing. It's a line. Okay, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. And I will see you on the next video, I hope, and have a great day. Bye for now.